Hello and welcome to the Tuesday edition of CNY Weathertainment. I'm meteorologist Jeff Matthews, and if there's something you don't like with the forecast, I have small shiny objects to distract your attention. Look at that. It's a lightning bolt. Isn't that perfect for the weatherman? So if you don't like what I'm showing you behind me, you can just stare at that. You can't look away now, can you? Of course you can't. One of my favorite ties, by the way, too. Had it for many years. Very happy with that. Anyway, hey, are you social? You should be on the Twitter. And if you are, I want you to follow me at CNY Jeff. Please follow me. I'm begging you. Do it for your own good. That's how you can do it. And I can give you updates in 180 characters or less on the weather impending on our area. 3 weather headlines: bright in the mornings, but then clouding up late mornings and afternoons. But does it lead to rain? Not much, just a little bit of rain in terms of sprinkles. Which, by the way, I'm going to be doing the jig when we get to the almanac because I'm really excited about how yesterday turned out. But that's for later. Noticeable temperature drop is coming our way. You know what else is coming our way? The New York State Fair. That's right, starts Thursday. Temp trend averages 76 for a high. We'll be right about that for today. 74 for Wednesday. 70 for Thursday. Now, I promised you, it's about a week ago, that the middle of this week would see a noticeable temp drop-off, and indeed, that is still coming, with a warm-up coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, when it'll be back up into the middle 80s by then. Now, have a look at the state weather map. I want to point out what's going to wind up coming our way. We're behind the cold front now. Yesterday afternoon's couple of sprinkles, those little dashes. That was all there was to the front coming through other than the cloudiness. Now the cool air comes in behind, but we pick up some clouds from both the lake, and more importantly, this black line represents what's called a trough of lower pressure. Think of it as a spoke on the wheel of a hub, and it's just going to rotate through and keep clouds building up in the late mornings and afternoons as it gets closer and closer. And you can kind of pick out what's happening here because there's a giant swirl. That is low pressure up over the Great Lakes into southern Canada. There's obviously the cold front. You can see that stretch of clouds. And then we have an area of high pressure to our west that's going to kind of knife in sun-drier air. But will it be enough to keep us rain-free? I think pretty close. But because of the swirl behind lower pressure, that's the trough that'll keep swinging closer and closer and brushing us with clouds that'll tend to develop as the sun activates the atmosphere. So you'll start off with mostly clear overnights, mostly sunny starts to the day, but then this moisture is in the air and it'll build up once the sun starts working on the atmosphere. And you can see how it's low-level moisture because all that swirl, and most of it's in the white coloration. There's very little blue here, so it's low-level moisture. It's not deep moisture like you can see out over the Atlantic. And you can also see how that front broke up as it approached us. Just a few little blue dots in here, and it shows up even better on the water vapor imagery. You see it kind of blossom here, but it didn't have enough energy, time, or moisture to really become an intense front with heavy rain or intense thunderstorms. So that's the frontal boundary. We get the dry push behind it, but that little spoke of lower pressure is going to brush us with some clouds for the next several afternoons and bring a possible sprinkle. Now, I can do the jig, because I'm really, really excited, because if you remember yesterday's forecast, I had early to mid-afternoon sprinkle, and I said just a dash, not even a splash and dash, just a dash. And we got it twice within a couple of hours between 2 and 5 o'clock, right on forecast. And if you want to know about the nombres, 81 was the actual, I forecasted 82. 58 was the low, I forecasted 55. Dude, if you can find a more accurate forecast, I encourage you to follow it. Your forecast follows next.
Welcome to Intermission. Yeah, Intermission.
Forecast now for your Tuesday, partly sunny. It'll tend to be brighter in the morning, tend to cloud up a bit in the afternoon. There's a possibility of a sprinkle, I suppose, but nothing more than that. And a high, you know what that is. Come on, say it with me. Double hockey sticks upside down, 77. Tonight, partly cloudy and cooler, a low of 52. Tomorrow, same deal. Fairly bright in the morning, changeable skies in the afternoon, maybe a sprinkle, a high of only 70. Is that right? I can't erase it. 7-day forecast shows that not only will tomorrow be like that, but Thursday as well. And there's a chance for a sprinkle with a high of only 70. It's going to feel like autumn on Thursday. Friday looks terrific. Sunny, 77. Saturday, at least mostly sunny and 80. And then Sunday and Monday, partly sunny and one more humid days, and there's a possibility of one of those, both late afternoons. But it's a small chance. But that's our next chance for measurable rain. That's your weather. Have a great day.